Depth versus noise, the line that separates order from chaos in the AI era. Sometimes the world tilts in ways we do not notice at first, and two hidden streams begin to part beneath the surface of thought. One sinks into the dark where meaning gathers, the other rises into the glare where everything becomes noise. The two forces, depth and noise as opposing modes of thinking. Every mind carries two forces that shape the way it meets complexity. Depth is the older one, slow, deliberate, patient. It moves like a river carved over centuries, gathering meaning layer by layer. It notices structure beneath appearance, patterns beneath motion, and purpose beneath noise. Depth is not a skill, it is a posture, a way of being with information until it reveals its architecture. Noise is younger and louder. It reacts before it understands, reaching for brightness, speed, and surface impressions. It fills the mind with motion that feels like progress but collapses when pressured by uncertainty. Noise consumes attention in fragments, breaking thought into pieces too small to assemble into insight. It trades clarity for momentum, and momentum for the illusion of competence. Both forces exist in everyone, but modern culture amplifies one at the expense of the other. Depth requires silence, patience, and a willingness to sit with unresolved problems. Noise requires nothing but availability. And so in a world built on notifications, feeds, and constant acceleration, noise wins by default. Yet in the AI era, these two forces no longer feel abstract. They behave like real computational modes in the mind. Depth integrates, noise reacts. Depth handles ambiguity. Noise searches for shortcuts. Depth can guide an intelligence more powerful than itself. Noise becomes swallowed by it. The divide between them is not philosophical anymore, it is operational. One stream leads toward understanding and the other leads toward collapse. The architecture of noise, how modern culture trains shallow minds. Noise is not random. It is a system built from small incentives that reward speed, reaction, and surface understanding. The modern world trains the mind to skim instead of read, to switch instead of stay, to treat every thought as disposable. Software developers grow inside this environment. Feeds, notifications, and frictionless tools shape an inner logic that expects answers instantly and abandons problems the moment they resist. Noise becomes the default operating mode, wide, fast, shallow. This architecture collapses under real complexity. It cannot hold ambiguity. It confuses movement with depth. And in the AI era, many discover that the habits culture gave them are precisely the habits that break when the system demands true understanding. Noise gathers where patience fades, seizing the space that once shaped understanding. The architecture of depth, the mindset built for real intelligence. Depth moves differently than noise. It does not rush toward answers or chase brightness. It begins with stillness, allowing complexity to settle until patterns reveal themselves. Depth is the slow architecture of a mind willing to hold uncertainty long enough for insight to form. This mindset is not natural in the modern world. Depth must be cultivated. It requires patience, focus, and the ability to remain with a single thread of thought without fleeing to distraction. It strengthens attention the way pressure forms stone, slowly, invisibly, and with lasting effect. Depth also welcomes friction. Where noise escapes difficulty, depth enters it. It treats ambiguity as data, resistance as signal, and silence as a necessary part of the computation. This posture allows the mind to integrate information rather than merely consume it. And in the AI era, depth becomes more than a virtue, it becomes a survival trait. Large-scale intelligence demands guidance from minds that can think in long arcs, hold context, and sense the structure beneath the surface. AI amplifies whatever meets it. Shallow prompts produce shallow results. Deep inquiry produces clarity that machines cannot invent on their own. Depth does not move fast, but it moves true. It forms the mindset required to guide intelligence stronger than itself. The fault line, where order and chaos collide in the AI era. Every technological shift has a point where its forces meet. In the AI era, that meeting place is a fault line between order and chaos, structured reasoning on one side, accelerating complexity on the other. This is where depth and noise reveal their true consequences. AI amplifies whatever touches it. Well-formed thought becomes clearer, sharper, more powerful. Shallow thinking becomes unstable, collapsing under its own shortcuts. The machine does not judge. It simply mirrors the quality of the mind that guides it. This creates a new kind of tension. Developers who rely on surface habits find themselves overwhelmed, producing brittle outcomes that break under pressure. Those who operate from depth can navigate the turbulence, shaping coherent systems from forces that appear chaotic to others. The real collision is not between humans and machines, but between the way we think and the future we already stepped into. The friction point, why developers break when they stand in the middle. For years, developers were trained to move fast, ship quickly, iterate endlessly, switch stacks when the community buzz shifts. This culture taught speed over patience, frameworks over understanding, and shortcuts over internal models. So when a problem demands slow thinking, broad context, or genuine depth, many hit a wall. Their habits were never built for it. The industry rewarded surface mobility, new languages, new frameworks, new abstractions, constantly replacing thinking with tooling. Developers learn to adapt to trends, not to build stable cognitive foundations. This works until the work becomes complex enough that no framework can save them, and the only way forward is clarity, not speed. AI exposes this gap brutally. It demands precise thought, structured input, and long-range understanding, the very skills the modern development culture abandoned. Developers do not break because the problems are impossible. They break because the system trained them for movement, not depth, and now the work requires the opposite. The return to depth, the mindset that survives the coming shift. The shift toward AI does not reward more tools or faster reactions. It rewards the ability to think slowly, hold complexity, and form mental models that last longer than the trend cycle. Depth becomes practical again, not philosophical. It is the only mindset that can handle systems that now move faster than human instinct. Returning to depth means rebuilding skills that the industry neglected. Patience, focus, the willingness to stay with a problem without escaping to tutorials, frameworks, or quick fixes. It means forming a clear internal map before touching the keyboard and letting the machine amplify structured thought rather than compensate for the lack of it. Developers who make this shift will not be replaced or overwhelmed. They will guide the tools that confuse everyone else. Depth creates stability in an environment driven by acceleration. And as AI continues to reshape the landscape, the ones who survive are the ones who know how to stand still long enough to see the whole system. The future will not belong to those who run the fastest, but to those who can see the farthest from within the depth.